And I can't actually believe that this is happening at a Giants live show at this day and age. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. What a fantastically bad day it is here in Ireland. It's raining, would you believe? I am totally shocked. I can't believe it's raining in Ireland. My God. But I was talking to someone the weekend and they said there's a little nifty thing in Portugal at the minute for people who want to bring their business there, which I'm kind of looking up at the minute. So hopefully soon I will be reporting to you from a caravan in Portugal. Anyway, so we had the Giants Live World Tour final this last weekend, the weekend just gone, and it was such a good show. I was absolutely dying in the background. Backstage, I was so sick. I was very, very ill, but the mother of all strongmen, Sinead Saltman, sorted me out, as she always does. She's just such a mother to people. Like, she helps me out all the time. I've seen her help other people. She is the soundest woman on the planet. She sorted me out, gave me some Sudafed, knew I was feeling like shit, and just came over and drugged me up. So thank you, Sinead. Such a fucking legend. But anyway, so that's why I wasn't too keen on being out front a lot. I know people wanted me for more photos and stuff, but I just wasn't able. I wasn't physically able. I was fucking dying inside. And when the show was over, I went back and I curled into my room, and it actually got so bad. I was still in Luke the following day. It got so bad, I was close to call an ambulance because I couldn't warm up. I was shivering, like fully clothed in my jacket, under the bed sheets, heating turned on, and I was shivering for like an hour and a half after the show. I thought I was broken, but I wasn't. I'm fine again. And then ended up sweating it out and eventually fell asleep. I'm having trouble sleeping recently since last Wednesday. I think could be a certain fat burner that's doing it to me. I don't know. But anyway, so we had the World Tour Giants Live Finals. It was such an amazing show. I'm so thankful I bullied Luke Richardson into doing it, because obviously the man won it, and won it in style. With not much prep. I mean, he's probably three strong sessions done, one event session done, where he couldn't even push it that hard, because obviously he was still testing that bicep, and Luke was very uneasy about doing it, obviously because it's his sixth surgery, and you know, like if it was me, I'd be ballsy enough, I don't think I would have done it. So it was easy for me to bully Luke into doing it. But you know, he had it kind of in his head anyway that he wanted to do it. The show suited him, and he asked me about doing it, and I said, you know what, you could wait 12 months time and still get injured and fucking end up getting surgery in 12 months time. Why not just go to the show and get injured at this show? And that's the mindset that I wanted him to have. That's the mindset he has, where he just doesn't give a fuck anymore. And that's the best attitude you could have, even as a pro strongman, because if you hold back a bit, you're never going to go too far in the sport of strongman. You need to be an absolute lunatic, and he said that on the live feed. You need to be a lunatic to do what he's doing, and he is a lunatic, and it just paid off for him. He won the World Tour Finals. He has 40 G's in his bank account, so I'm so happy for him, because he tore his bicep in May, and he's after a really bad time, feeling low, depressed after that. You know, as you would be as a professional strongman, knowing that you're after getting your sixth serious injury, and has just come out the other side and won a show 4.5 months exactly after his surgery, and just won it. I'm fucking so happy for him. So obviously the standout performance for me would be Luke Richardson the weekend. Tom Stoltman underperformed. Tom Stoltman, I think, was 5th overall, but Tom hadn't plans of doing the full show, so I don't think he really trained for it. He was also sick as well backstage, and I think he's still recovering from that tricep injury that he picked up in the Strongest Man on Earth. So like obviously he's trying to recover that, so he hasn't really prepped for this. He's also prepping for Rogue. So I hope Tom is fresh and back to himself come Rogue. Also, big shout out to Jack Osborne. My God. And I've said it before about him. He is one of the most fantastic log pressers ever. Ever, ever. I don't care. You're going to say, no, he's not better. He's one of the most fantastic we've ever seen. He's only, I'm not sure his body weight. He looks like 140, maybe 150-ish. Like, if you're going to compare him to... if you're going to compare him to Big Z was up around 190 kilograms, pushing the world record. Like, this fella is doing it 30, 40 kilos lighter. And genuinely, looking at his 222, it was so easy. So he currently has a British record now. So he pushed the easiest 222 kg log ever. It was so good. It was locked out instantly. And his cleans are really impressive, especially like I was watching Loz and Liz channel there this morning, and they had said that he'd failed to clean the 200 log in training, and he just literally, like, you couldn't master it better than he has done at Glasgow. His clean was perfection. Anyone that's struggling with log cleaning at the minute, watch Jack Osborne do it. It is fucking perfect. That's how you should do a log clean. There's a video on Giants Live coming out of him from like a side angle, so you get to see exactly what he does. If you're struggling with your log, do what he does. Another thing I noticed that he does, and it's something I used to do, not that I was a fantastic log presser, I never was, but I just found it was always easier, is, because you don't really need them, is elbow sleeves. It just makes the clean so much easier because you don't have that resistance in that position. And it's something that he doesn't wear, is elbow sleeves, and I just think it makes the log clean so much easier compared to Mitchell Hooper, who wears those big thick triple ply elbow sleeves. It's just, if you've put in so much effort cleaning the log, you're kind of half fucked by the time it gets up there. If you're any bit fresh at all and you're a good log presser, when the log is up here, you're going to press it. So shout out to Jack. Just missed 232. I think if he had a better prep for this, and if he was going in there with the intention of doing the world record, I think he would have got it. I think all he was truly aiming for was the 222. And then when he had the bad session down at the yard at Giants Live, I think it could have knocked it out of his head a little bit. But I think after Saturday night, next year, when they have the log press championships, I do think they should have it earlier in the year so that more people end up doing it. I think we're going to see at least 5 people have a crack at the world record, which is unreal, which means we're going to have like 5 people doing 220 kilo logs. You're going to have Trey Mitchell. You're going to have Lucas Hatton, who's ridiculous at the minute. You're going to have Andre Fotu, which I'll talk about in a second. You're going to have, who else had I in my head? Iron Bibi is talking about coming back doing the log record. And obviously you have Jack Osborne. So you have 5 guys who are capable of doing this log record. So next year is going to be so much fun. So many things to look forward to. You also have Mitchell Hooper, who's a really good log presser and who's just a fucking alien who could turn up and just do the log press record just because he feels like it. So possibly 6 guys at 220 kilo log next year. So I'm just excited to see it. I think Jack Osborne will come out on top out of those 5 or 6 guys because it just looks so effortless to the man. Next after him is Andre Fotu. What a fucking night he had. I had predicted him to be on the podium. He's a man with very little weaknesses. He's a small little weakness on the stones. And I think at this point, it's a mental thing more than anything else because his training stones have been really good. He just can't make it happen at the shows. So hopefully he nails his mentality a little bit because I think he's struggling there. And came second. And it just, do you know what? You had Luke Richardson in first. You had Andre Fotu in second place. And you had Ryan Bennett, who turned up in fantastic shape as well. Pushed an easy 190. Never attempted 200, which I was shocked by because his 190 looked like he could press the 200. And he just said he just wasn't mentally there. So I think for Ryan Bennett to work on, he has all the strength in the world to podium at the World Tour Finals. He just needs to go and see a psychologist and knock that fucking weakness out of his brain because that weakness is the one thing that will hold you back. It's worse than a shitty deadlift for holding you back to what you're capable of, is having a weak mindset. And I think he has a bit of a weak mindset. If he works on that mindset, there's no reason he could podium at a World Tour Giants final, which means he'll be going to World's Strongest Man for the next couple of years. So I hope he watches this and takes the advice and works on his mindset, because it's weak. You've weak mindset game, Brian, you little fucking bitch. But looking at those three guys who performed really well are all coached by Luke Richardson. So guys, if you're looking for a coach that's really fucking good and has great results, I mean, he coached me also. He made me the strongest I ever was. That's a guy you should look out to and reach out to if you're looking for coaching, because I think it was fantastic. As much as I hate to admit it, but he's just one of the best coaches in the world, and he's probably the most underrated coach in the world. His ability to make you strong is extremely, extremely good. He puts a lot of thought into every single little small thing. Forget about the big things, because we can all coach someone to do the big exercises. It's the small ones that help the big ones go up. Who else? Then we had Evans Nana. Had a really good night. Fantastic night. I was a bit disappointed, because Evans Nana went out, had a fantastic night, and there was actually 3, I think, or 4 people that were removed from the audience for being racist towards Evans Nana. And I mean, at this fucking day and age, are we really going to go there? Fucking scumbags. If you're coming to a Giants live show to be racist, to sling racist slurs at an athlete who's breaking his fucking hole 12 months of the year, and it's not easy for a guy from Ghana to come to the UK to train, even though he lives in Denmark, but he originated from Ghana, and breaking his hole day in, day out, only to come to a show and for some fucking racist cunts be shouting slurs at him. Also, he's one of the nicest guys out there. He's one of the best personalities out there. And that's very important as a strongman, is have a good personality, as it will get you invited to shows, as you fucking know well, because that's how I got to a lot of them. So Evans Nana, great night as well. It was a fantastic night overall. So let me know what you thought of the show. I think that's everything off my chest about the show. I'm just really looking forward to the Log Press Championships next year, because we're going to see, and I'm 100% convinced we're going to see a new Log Press record next year. I can't fucking wait. I can't wait. Book your tickets now, because I think the tickets go on sale for that literally the following day after the show, as they have it pre-booked. And the next show we have coming up next is 2 weeks' time, I think it is, which is the Rogue Invitational. And do you know what? Looking at the names there, it's such a shame that Luke Richardson isn't there, because I think with the current shape that Luke Richardson is in, and his good events, I think he would be such a pain in the hole for Mitchell Hooper. He's the best British guy for a long time. He has a 100% podium rate at Giants Live. He has won 4 out of 6 of his Giants Live tournaments. So he's first placed at 4 out of 6 shows. This is the man, when he doesn't get fucking injured, the fucking dope, he is almost unstoppable. He has been stopped a few times, but the few times he was stopped, he was coming out of a fucking injury, which would be standard for the milky cunt. So I'd love to see it. Obviously, it won't happen now, but hopefully next year. He seems to be learning more about his body, that he doesn't get injured as much. If he had an injury-free year next year, I can see him winning World's Strongest Man. The type of World's Strongest Man would suit his strengths down to the ground. I don't think even Hooper could stop him. It just makes it exciting again, because we have a fella who can challenge Mitchell Hooper. Obviously, Thor could in ways, but his press is still a little bit affected. So that's all I have to say about it. Good day to you. Mwah.